Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Wednesday, February 6th, 2019 by Gaia Blooming. I'm Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I am infinitely connected. Sometimes we just need to remember that to help shift our energy, to shift those vibrations, to remember our true soul frequency, that we're never separated, that we are always connected. So today is an interesting day because there are no major aspects going on, meaning there are no major connections, exact connections between planetary energies today. But that doesn't mean that the lessons stop. We have things building. We're still coming down from the new moon. We can still feel that Mars-Pluto square. We can feel the building of Mars coming into Uranus. And there may be some moodiness. You know, the overall feeling as I looked at the astro is like, this is just such a processing time. Watch for moodiness and triggers is what I'd say. Between Chiron at 29 degrees, that final degree of Pisces, like I've been saying, releasing karmic stuff. There's that which is up. Uranus has now hit 29 degrees in Aries, preparing to shift into Taurus. And let me be fair and say Uranus will be at 29 degrees for the next month. In a month, March 6th, Uranus will shift into Aries. So for now, we have that 29 degree trigger. And, you know, that's really a bit of a hot trigger. The image that I just got is, this is so old. Forever ago when they had the lighters in the car, the lighter sockets, and if you touched it, that burning sensation, that's the image that I just got in regards to Uranus at the final degree of Aries. Aries is that fire energy. Aries is very impulsive. You may find yourself being very impulsive with your triggers. Now, what's really interesting is right now, Uranus is still dancing around with Pallas. Pallas also reaches that 29 degrees in Libra today, directly opposite that Uranus energy. So Uranus is the liberator. Uranus brings on that revolution energy. And in the sign of Aries, it's personal revolution, evolution. It's evolution and revolution within the self. Pallas energy is very interesting because Pallas, among other things, can represent patriarchal energy. And that's one of the most, like, I'm recording. That's one of the most, I don't know, hot button issues right now for people. I am recording. Because I feel like right now this is such a time that this is becoming, it's unwinding. The patriarchal energy is winding. As we become more evolved within ourselves, as we become more aware, and as we all rise in consciousness. So it's really interesting that these energies are directly opposite at that 29 degree. 29 degrees, 2 plus 9, 11. So it's healing, and there's mastery, and there is that mirroring going on. And that's definitely one of the cards I have, because I think projection is one of the best ways that the patriarchal energies have been instilled and passed on. You know, well, these are the rules. This is how it is. This is how we live. This is how it's supposed to be kind of energy. And instead, it's like, okay, who am I? Who am I on the soul level? Now, I love, here comes Chiron, finishing up this karmic stuff, which, hey, maybe this patriarchal energy is part of the karmic stuff that we've all had to process and go through in order to know ourselves on this next, more balanced level. So we've processed that, we're healing that, and here comes Chiron into Aries in less than 2 weeks, 12 days, to be like, okay, we're going to heal the I am. And part of healing the I am is realizing where we still carry these projections, where we still carry these ghosts of morals and rules past, and instead can live in a way where we are true to ourselves, true to the frequency that we are always connected into. So, if you have any triggers coming up, This is not a time for laziness. This is the laziness card. It is a time to definitely dig in and pay attention to those triggers, those shards of glass. You know what I do like from the Bible? There are some things in there that I do like. You know, it's so easy to see the stick in somebody else's eye when you miss the log in yours. Do not miss the shards of glass in your own personal experience. Those shards of glass are things that are keeping you stuck in that patriarchal isolation. This is a master level lesson. We are all facing it to some degree or another, but it's going to be different for each of us because each of us have adopted patriarchal ways in different way. And again, no shame, because this is what we've all been grown up in. You know, this is how we've been taught. So breaking free from it, it really is unlearning. And we can best unlearn it by tuning into our own personal frequency. And remember, we are connected, because I think sometimes it brings up the fear, like, will I be accepted? Can I survive as I break through these walls? You can be. You will survive. Just, you know, keep showing up on your personal progress path. I don't know if that's the right word, but one other thing I want to mention. So 12:43 a.m. on February 7th, early Thursday morning, the moon in Pisces and Neptune in Pisces will meet up. That's wonderful for dreaming. It's wonderful for daydreams. It's wonderful for messages coming in. So, you know, just for any of those who like to watch the message the next day, you got this heads up. Pay attention, listen to your dreams, because that could give you a really good hint to some of this karmic energy that you are processing at this time. So that is it for today. Just that. Watch out for the triggers. Watch out for the moodiness. Honor it as it comes up. This is a lot of energy to be processing. It's a lot of fire and water. It can be steamy, you know, in the rawr kind of way. But, you know, you're undoing and unlearning, and that's quite a process. So congratulations to be on that path. If you would like to book a reading, Joe and I have a 15-minute check-in with the both of us. He brings a lot of psychic messages through. I have my astro and cards, intuition. So it's great if you just have a few questions, a quick check-in. That's $30. And besides that, I have my half-hour readings, hour readings, natal chart readings. Some people are still straggling in buying the 2019 reading. That is still available as well. So if you'd like any of that, email me. Besides that, you have the power. The better it gets, the better it gets. And there is more than enough love in the world for you. Namaste.